you. I mean, so, you know, I learned that. I mean, that was a learning lesson for me that, you know, you kind of think in undergrad it was like, I'll just sleep in the next day and blow off class. That doesn't happen. You don't get to blow off meetings. You don't get to blow off work. You don't get to blow off being part of a team. And so I learned that if you're going to play hard, you better be up the next morning and ready to go. It's a choice you make, and I would never choose not to play hard because I think that's so important. So you find a way to make it work, and whether that's I may get a little nap this afternoon, if that's what I have to do, then that's what you do. Because it was a learning lesson for me, I think. So I don't know if those
Preaching
guys.
to the choir, apparently.
Probably things you guys already know. Obviously, you guys are all here, and we did make a comment though earlier as we walked in that is the full Cleveland gone? Is that?
Yeah.
Is that? Went out the door.
And you guys are lucky.
No more full Cleveland. We
had like,
require that?
yeah.
Ooh, suit
Some
ties
people
every
wear
day of
ties,
class.
but-
Every day of class we're in
That was
suit
that
ties.
case, right, yeah.
Can you explain full Cleveland?
I don't think they know what it means.
Yeah, what does that mean?
You guys, so they've never even heard of it.
Right.
Oh, we could talk
10 years,
about
what
that
happens?
later.
Full
That was-
Cleveland was full suit and tie.
It was an Eastern snob
I mean-
expression that someone told me once
Yeah.
about the full Cleveland is the white patent leather shoes, wine red double knit slacks, a flowered shirt with a big wide tie, yeah, and a double knit sports coat.
Yeah.
But those people from the East are always talking about us that way. So actually, the equivalent was business attire.
It was full business attire at all times. We were always in full Cleveland. So I had to get up in the mornings and get ready for class or work or
That guy
whatever.
was a
but
jerk.
That guy. That dress code requirement was a
Absolutely
bit harsh on us.
insensitive. Okay, John.
Yeah.
You know, I think everybody here understands how special this place is and how fortunate, you know, we all were to get into this program, and as we learned last night that we probably actually wouldn't get in this program today, so that's another point. But I think broadly speaking, you know, I think that I feel the same way about the job I have today. Is that I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I have, and I take that really seriously. And you know, I think that we all have an obligation to the health of the program and to the health of your employers, and to kind of continuing to make things better. And I think that a real sense of obligation comes out of coming here. And I think that's why we're all back here today, and why it's important for everybody to stay involved in the program in order to see it continue to flourish. So I think responsibility.
I think for me, it'd probably be just working as a team to accomplish, you know, a certain task or goal or project. You know, in undergrad, everything you do is basically you know, you write your own paper, you do your own project, and I don't remember ever doing some individual, like, big paper, big project here. It was, you know, whether we were doing WCW or the Harlem Globetrotters or setting up tents at Peden Stadium for the games, or whatever we were doing, we were all doing it together as a class. And the way I work now is I've got a 6-man team, including myself, and, you know, if you aren't pulling your weight, it means someone else is going to have to do it, and that bothers me. So I think that, I mean, for a team to be successful, everyone has to be pulling their own weight and have the same common goal, and you can really excel. And if you have one person that's dragging you down, then, you know, everyone's pointing the finger at that person, and they probably know it and don't feel good about it. But I think teamwork's the biggest thing I learned coming out of here, and I use it every day with, you know, my teammates. So with that teamwork, you know, communication's a huge part of my business. And if you usually the root of all evil in my business, or probably most business, is communication. Someone gets upset because they don't know something, and if you just would have made the call, returned a phone call, email,
You want to let us go.
Be okay.
it. But that's another, like, one of my mentors was always like, he just drilled to me, anytime someone contacts you, you need to get back to them. You know, just say, hey, I got your message, I'm busy right now. Just let them know you got it. It's just inconsiderate not to do that. So I think teamwork and communication are probably the two biggest things that I learned here.
I would say versatility and in the opportunities that are presented to you that shape your career. So you're going to do a lot of different things. You've done a lot of different things here. You know, although it's changed a little bit since I think we're the second to last class that was only MSA. And so things have changed a little bit, but I think the versatility that you walk away, you know, in the projects that you participated in, those things are going to help you along the way because there are so many different things that will challenges or opportunities or different things that will present themselves that, you know, along that path that you can pick or choose from, that in some way, shape, or form, something that you did here is definitely going to apply to that. And so if you can use that, you know, in your conversation and show that, you know, what you did here, you know, that you have that background and experience to play into that along with some of the other things that you've done in your career, that versatility will, above all, you know, with the relationship and being, you know, keeping those good relationships will set you apart. There's no doubt. So I think having taken advantage of all those things that were here, that were presented, I think when you step outside of when you're here and you kind of look back on the different things, you realize, at least I have anyways, how many opportunities were presented that, you know, you wish and hope that you took advantage of while you were here, because there are a lot of places and a lot of people that don't have those opportunities. And you think about the economy right now and you know, we're all lucky to have jobs. When you look at how many white collar workers are out of a job, and they're good employees, they're top people, and when the economy comes back, you know, those people are gonna get jobs again. And so it's, you know, their versatility and all the things, and you never know if those skills that they developed at one time will play into their next opportunity somewhere else.
I think for me, the things I learned the most, or probably the most I took with me, were what I learned from all these people I went to school with every day. You know, I went to school at the University of Arkansas. I think there were 2 of us from the southern states in our class. I'd never lived anywhere else. And we had such a diverse group of talented people that I took things from everyone in our class. And whether it was working on a project or, you know, putting on an event or socially, whatever it was, you know, everybody in our class had something different to offer. And I think that was the most unique thing for me, that I was able to learn a little bit from everybody. And that's something I think it's helped me get to the point I'm at right now.